You ever notice how the smallest moments often carry the biggest weight? A handshake, a smile, the way someone says your name for the first time. We spend so much of life chasing the big moments, the promotion, the relationship, the breakthrough, that we forget. Every story starts with a greeting, and those few seconds before words even form can shape everything that follows. I want to talk to you today about the psychology of first impressions, the invisible dialogue that happens long before anyone speaks. Because once you understand it, you stop performing for approval and start leading with presence. 1. The science beneath the surface. Within 3 seconds of meeting someone, the emotional centers of the brain, the limbic system, have already decided how they feel about you. It's not logic, it's chemistry. Micro movements in the face, tone of voice, eye dilation, breathing rhythm. They all send messages that bypass language entirely. It's called thin slicing. Your brain's way of making lightning-fast judgments based on energy and emotion, not words. And here's what's wild, while you're sizing them up, they're doing the same thing to you. 2 nervous systems scanning for safety, confidence, authenticity. So when you meet someone, you're not just exchanging words, you're syncing biology. The question is, what are you transmitting in that first wave of contact? 2. Presence over performance. Most people walk into a room trying to impress. They speak faster, stand taller, gesture bigger, hoping to look confident. But true confidence doesn't announce itself, it settles. Presence is what happens when your mind, body, and attention are all in the same place. Your breathing slows, your shoulders drop, your words have rhythm instead of rush. And the moment you do that, people feel safer around you, even if they can't explain why. The most magnetic men and women I've ever met share this one trait. They're comfortable with silence. They don't rush to fill space, they own it. Because presence says more than performance ever could. 3. The power of authentic warmth. Now, presence without warmth can feel distant. The next layer is genuine connection, not charm, not manipulation, just real warmth. A genuine smile activates different muscles in the face. The Duchenne smile, and the human brain knows the difference instantly. Fake warmth triggers skepticism. Real warmth builds trust. And trust is where all relationships begin. Business, friendship, or love. Warmth isn't loud. It's the subtle openness in your body language, palms visible, shoulders relaxed, eyes steady instead of darting. It's saying, I see you, without words. When your presence carries calm and warmth, people's defenses drop. They stop evaluating you and start engaging with you. 4. Reading the room, the ethical way. Once you're aware of the nonverbal world, it's tempting to overanalyze. Did she cross her arms? Did he look away? What does that mean? But emotional intelligence isn't about decoding others to gain power. It's about noticing energy so you can meet it with respect. When you enter a conversation, watch for alignment. Are they leaning in or pulling back? Are their pupils bright or flat? Are their feet still pointed toward you? If the answer's yes, they're comfortable. If it's no, give space. Reading the room ethically means using awareness to create safety, not advantage. When people feel safe in your presence, honesty follows. 5. Emotional regulation, the hidden magnet. Let's get practical. Every interaction is an exchange of nervous systems. If yours is chaotic, others feel it instantly. If yours is calm, they borrow your calm. That's the secret behind charisma. Not looks, not words. Regulation, a steady breath, a grounded stance, a tone that doesn't spike when challenged. This is the masculine edge that never goes out of style, the ability to stay centered when tension rises. Because calm communicates competence, And competence creates attraction, professional or personal. Want to change how people respond to you? Change how your body responds to them. 6. From attention to connection. Attention is easy to get. Connection is earned. When someone greets you, they're testing, unconsciously, whether you're present or performing. If your mind is split between your phone, your ego, and your next line, they'll feel it. But if your focus is completely on them, time slows down. That's the moment when conversation turns into chemistry. Connection doesn't come from saying the right thing. It comes from seeing the other person clearly, without judgment or agenda. That kind of attention is rare, and rarity is magnetic. 7. The mirror effect. Humans are wired for mirroring. We reflect the emotional tone of whoever we're with. If you're anxious, others tense up. If you're relaxed, they exhale. This means every interaction is a feedback loop. You teach people how to treat you through the state you carry. So before you walk into that meeting, that date, that conversation, check your state. Your tone will do the talking long before your mouth does. 8. The masculine calm. Let's talk directly to the men here. Masculine calm isn't about being emotionless. It's about being anchored. It's the quiet certainty of a man who's seen storms and doesn't flinch at clouds. When you walk into a room, bring gravity, not noise. When you speak, let pauses work for you. When you greet someone, let your handshake or hug say, "I'm here, fully." That calm doesn't just attract, it stabilizes. It makes people, especially women, feel safe to be authentic. Safety is the soil where attraction and respect both grow. 9. Practical exercises. Let's make it tangible. Before every interaction, take one breath, longer than you normally would. That single breath resets your nervous system. When you meet someone, hold eye contact long enough to register their eye color. Then let your gaze relax. It tells the brain, connection achieved. When you listen, nod slowly, breathe evenly, and let them finish. Your stillness signals value. And when you speak, lower your pace by 10%. It gives your words weight. These small calibrations change how people feel around you, instantly. 10. The deeper layer. Identity. Here's the truth beneath all of this. Your nonverbal world mirrors your inner world. If you don't like what you're communicating, don't fix the gestures, fix the source. When you respect yourself, it shows in posture. When you live with purpose, it shows in tone. When you know who you are, you stop needing to prove it. That's why self-work, discipline, boundaries, integrity is the foundation of presence. Charisma without character is noise, but presence built on principle, that's power. 11. From greeting to legacy. Every connection you'll ever make begins with a first moment, a glance, a handshake, a hey. That moment is your signature. So make it intentional, not rehearsed, real. When you greet someone, you're telling them who you are before you even speak. Are you rushed or calm, distracted or present, guarded or open? Every hello carries an entire story. And when you master those silent introductions, you stop chasing opportunities. They start coming to you. 12. Closing. So here's what I want you to remember when you leave here. The art of connection isn't about decoding tricks or pretending confidence. It's about self-awareness, about showing up so fully in your own skin that others feel permission to do the same. Every first impression is a mirror, reflecting not just how you look, but how you feel inside. Master that, and you'll never have to force charisma again. You'll become it. Because real presence doesn't demand attention. It commands it, quietly, effortlessly, through energy that says, "I know who I am, and I see who you are." That's the silent language of first impressions. Learn to speak it, and watch how every room, every conversation, and every connection changes around you. Thank you.